Well, welcome back to our first podcast. So glad you could join us today. Thank you for clicking on and listening and watching. And so glad to have you with us. Welcome to our new Hollywood set. We're going to make it big time now. Probably not, but
feel like George Jefferson moving on up here.
Yeah, we just want to be a little more comfortable. And we'll be careful not to start snoring while we're doing this. But
you definitely snore.
Yeah. Just some stuff we wanted to go over today, just a lot of schedule stuff coming up, and wanted to give you a heads up about them. And so it's going to be more of an informative podcast than it is kind of Bible side of it, teaching side of it, but it's just some stuff going on in the life of the church that we want to share with you. And so we'll just get right into it. There's some stuff happening this week and Sunday as well.
A lot of stuff. Well, this Wednesday night we will interview a candidate for youth ministry. We've been looking for quite some time, and we have two really good candidates. Excited to get them to get in front of our personnel committee and see what they think, what the next move, who the next move is going to be, and then bring it before the church and let the church vote on who they feel like would be a good folk, good candidate, good person to be here. And I've met both of them. They're two. You've met them both too.
Met them both.
They're awesome guys. So we'll do that Wednesday, and then we'll have another one Sunday afternoon, and then next thing we'll do, we'll try to. We have Brother Sam who is retired and transitioning into another phase of his life. He's already retired one time from the mission field, and now he's kind of going to do maybe some pulpit supply, maybe just see where the Lord would lead him.
Get to be around his grandkids a lot more.
Be around the grandkids. Going to be close.
Stuff,
moving. So we're going to help them on March the 3rd at the Mission House.
Right.
We'll start about 3 o'clock. We'll start loading them up. We'll get our big truck out of the shed and the big trailer. Yeah, you guys have used it. I've used it. Us moving.
It's kind of a moving trailer for us.
Moving trailer now. So we'll move him, and anybody that can show up around 3, we'd love to have you. And then if you miss that at 3, we'll go over to his house and unload it. So it'd be nice to have a loading and an unloading team. And they don't have a whole lot of stuff.
No, they don't. And it's all been kind of a blessing as well for them in the fact that they retired and kind of didn't know what was going to happen and where they were going to move to and all that kind of stuff. And found a house and was able to get it. And they closed on the 1st of March, I believe, something like that. And so they're excited to be. They're going to be moving to the Shreveport side of things, be close to their son and grandkids, and so being able to find a house like that quick is pretty good.
Oh yeah, especially that close to them.
Yeah.
Here's another thing you don't know, but and neither do our listeners. So I'm going to share this.
That's scary.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of we just talked about it today with we have a Lydia sewing group of ladies that come up and sew, and I always try to go back there and just say hi and hug on them, see what kind of sweets they have. And
well, they always got some good stuff.
They always have good stuff, and they love sharing it with me. So went back, and they said that Miss Lisa had maybe presented a need since they did pretty much leave all their stuff in Venezuela when they left. So they've kind of put a need out there that they may need some beds and maybe some furniture and different things. So in the days ahead, we'll be talking more about it. But on the 30th of April, that evening service, we're gonna do them a nice celebration, retirement, thank you for being a part and all that kind of stuff. So that'll be that evening on Sunday, April the 30th at 6 o'clock, and we're gonna pound them that night too. We're gonna try to do some sugar, some flour, that kind of stuff that most people do on a pounding, and
maybe a little money tree or something.
Yeah, whatever works.
Whatever we can do for them.
Yeah, I think.
And it's one of those things they've been here. How long has he been here?
I think about 7 years.
7 years, which in ministry is eternity. Much less Brother Dale being here 30. But Brother Sam being here 7 years, and so he's done a great job, and we just want to love on him and bless him. And as he is entering a new phase, which is anybody entering new phases know it's not easy. Change is never easy. So but we just want to.
And I'll share this with you because you did bring up Brother Dale's name, and you always try to cut off the hearsays and the behind the scenes conversations and stuff. And if you're listening to this and you ever have a question or concern or something, I'd love for you just to come by my office, make an appointment with Mackenzie, and if there's a concern on your mind, maybe let's talk it out. And so just to clear some things up, Brother Dale is not retiring. Brother Dale is just moving into a new part of his life. He's wanting to slow down a little bit. He's getting a little bit of time under his belt. Been here 33 years. I think he had 10 years of ministry
in Mississippi.
Before he came here, so he has some ministry. 70 years young. Yeah, it's time to shift a gear. And if you're ever around him, he's usually wide open running around.
He didn't slow down.
No, but he just wants to spend more time with the grandkids and just kind of slow down a little bit. So he's going to go to a part-time role. He's not retiring. He's going to part-time. What's he going to be doing? Well, I don't know. We're going to let him figure all that out. Mainly administrative stuff. That's his gifting. That's where he's really gifted. He's going to keep the title of associate pastor because he wants to do weddings, and there's folks that he's been around here 30 years
doing funerals,
things like that, and he wants to still feel,
and he still loves to be around the pace setters, and
he'll do a lot of senior adult ministry stuff.
He basically won't stop doing what he's been doing. It's just be shorter time.
Don't have to come into the office all the time. Just kind of do some things he enjoys doing. So just want to clear up that one too. All right, on the 4th, we're going to go into Evergreen Trailer Park Estates. It's over there by McDonald's on North Market, almost pretty much across the street. We're just going to join in with another church and Men of Courage, that kind of stuff. We're just going to minister outside of our 4 walls. Get in the trailer park, have jumpers, hot dogs.
They're calling it a block party. That's getting a whole neighborhood out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you try to get the block.
We've done some of those before. Then people come out. They hear that when they hear the music kick in and there's free food and jumpers and all that. Oh, they come. They're there.
Yeah, those are good times. So that's at the Greenwood Estates over there on the 4th, and then I'm trying to keep this succinct so we don't lose any of this. You have something coming up on August. I want to say August. It ain't August. No. It's
March 16th. Yeah, March 16th. If you remember last year, we had the Louisiana Baptist Singing Men come and did a concert last year, and all seemed to love that and enjoyed that time. And they're coming back here on March 16th to do another concert, and
which is a Thursday night.
Which is a Thursday night at 6:30. And it's an hour. We shut it down at an hour. We've got it timed out, and so it's only an hour. But we'd love for you to come. And if you came last year, it was a lot of fun. We had a great time of worship, and it's a cool. I'm a part of it. I sing and play bass guitar with them, and it's just it's a lot of worship leaders, a lot of choir members from across the state, from all corners of it. And what's cool is it's just a time for a bunch of worship leaders who usually are in the leadership role that now get to be in the choir role and learn and soak up from our director Herb, who's a worship leader at Broadmoor, but it's just a good time. We were at Fort Polk this past month, this past Thursday actually, in Leesville, and got to talk with the soldiers and chaplains and stuff like that, and it was really cool. So it's going to be a great night. I'm excited to have them come. What's been cool, and I didn't realize this till later, last year when they came, we were the first concert. Last year, so I'm trying to remember what that date was, but we were the first concert, and so they had took all their the photos and stuff of the group for publicity purposes at our church. Oh wow! So all the publicity that's gone everywhere throughout the state this year has been pictures from our church. Oh wow! And so it's been kind of cool that everybody saw us and didn't realize it, and so
that is neat.
But they're gonna be coming March 16th. And at 6:30, it's going to be a good time. And then kind of looking forward in November, the ladies are coming. So the women's singing group is
I didn't know they had a women's singing group.
Yeah, there's a ladies, Louisiana Baptist Singing Women. And so in November, they'll be coming. And so great. just kind of cool to be involved with them.
Yeah, I look forward to that. That'd be great. Well, and then, so that's on the Thursday, the 16th. Right. The Saturday, the 18th. We're gonna have a cleanup day around the church.
Spring clean.
We're gonna pressure wash. We'll have 4 teams out there. Yeah. getting ready to do some things.
They always do a great job. They make it
They
look
do,
good.
man. Do good.
We do it about once a year. Have to get out there and clean up.
Do once a year.
Get the sidewalks looking good and all the T-building stuff, all the wood looking nice.
We're gonna try to pressure wash. If you have a pressure washer, we're gonna do some pressure washing out there on the T building, the sidewalk, because they've gotten a little black on them.
Right.
And if we get them dried quick enough, we're gonna get a paint team right behind them and paint them.
Yeah.
Paint that, and because it really needs a paint.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We're going to have some folks like we've always had, a cleaning the sanctuary, wiping down all the pews, putting that extra pine oil on them and all that kind of stuff.
Maybe makes it smell good.
Yeah, make it smell good. We
Because
want those.
some of y'all do not smell good, and so we need. No, I'm kidding. I promise. But
Kirk said that. I didn't say that. But yeah, we want the sanctuary looking nice. We'll probably give the bathrooms a little extra touch, and so.
And Brother Joe, since he's been on, he's been
Oh my goodness.
fantastic. And
my goodness.
I told him one day we had a funeral here, and he said, "Well, I'm just the janitor." I said, "No. You as big a part of this ministry as anybody. I mean, he just does a fantastic job."
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be a big blessing to him as well. It's going to
definitely.
do some deep cleaning.
Yep, some deep cleaning, some guys out on lawn mowers and hedge clippers, and we need some Roundup sprayers. Well, that old winter grass is going to start growing in those cracks, and so we need the Roundup to burn all that stuff and get that all cleaned up. So got a few things, and that'll be from 8 in the morning till 12. We won't keep them longer than 12. And we usually every now and then I'll have a few folks that'll stay over in case we miss something. They'll help pick it up and finish it off. So a lot of little things coming along.
Yep.
How about Experiencing God? We're about, week 4 or 5, something around there?
Finishing, yeah, we're in week 5 now, I believe.
Well, see, I jumped out ahead. I'm about on week 7, so
overachiever.
I have to get out ahead of everybody.
I know. Yeah, we just started week 5, and our home groups I was talking to somebody earlier, and they were just saying how much they're loving their group, and they're actually at the church in the choir room, actually, where we're sitting right now, but they're loving their group, and awesome. And we are too, and it's just it's one of those cool things. It's so cool to see God move in some situations and see people come together that usually maybe some of them are. My group none of them are in my Sunday school or anything like that. So it's cool that we're getting to grow closer together and become that family, and that unity is pretty cool to see.
And what's off on me too is we're hosting the youth at my house, so they're only a 9-week study.
Yeah, they're a little different.
And so even when they started off different. So it's been a little bit different. So I'm not on the same.
But y'all have had a house full every week.
Yeah, we're like 21.
Yeah,
or so.
That's crazy.
Our youth are digging deeper, and so let me encourage you, if you're listening or watching, however it works, just out of maybe what's a good word, observation. Some of our youth might have with that catch-up week, they might have got out of a routine and kind of maybe sloughed on us a little bit, maybe didn't do their homework as well. So just want to encourage you as adults, don't let that happen. Stay committed. It's a daily, it's not a method, it's not another program. It's really a routine to get you in a constant routine, being in God's Word.
Getting in that habit.
Getting in His Word, getting in a prayer time, getting alone with God, speaking to Him, but also asking Him to speak to you.
Right.
And that's been kind of a little help for me. I've always been the talker.
Well, and we do really good with structure. If you give a structure, men are just that way, wired that way. If you give a structure, we work well under it. And so this has been good for me to get under some structure and get under some. It's I don't want to say mandatory because that's not a good word, but it forces me to be in that routine, and that's what I need. That and so.
Well, the word you're looking for is accountability.
Yes,
because
discipline.
Well, it's good to have, because you got people coming to your house and they're going to be talking about experiencing God. If you hadn't been in it studying, they're going to call you out, or I hope they do. They don't.
Oh, they do. They do. Yeah. Oh, they do. They do.
Accountability is huge, and
good.
that's a good thing about a study like this. You get to study all week, and then you get to talk about it. Iron sharpens iron. Those things are good, and so you get to get around each other. Hey, and that's how you grow closer together in that fellowship. Fellowship doesn't always mean eating, and of course we're Southern Baptists. Y'all are eating at y'all's, we're eating at ours.
We eat every time. I mean, we had some some tacos and stuff. They made some homemade tacos, and I tore it up. I mean, I was full for 2 days.
Wow.
And it was. You'll be proud of me. I made homemade guacamole.
Oh wow.
I did. And
Waka
they didn't die. And
Waka wow.
They ate it, and then they enjoyed it. And even Kristen, James Cannon's wife, she took the rest of it home with her.
Go ahead.
She said it was good enough. She took, and I was like, well, I must have done something right. So I was proud of myself for that.
There was no boy I knew in Pineville, Louisiana. His name was Jabba Brennan.
Oh yeah, I know Jabba.
Old Jabba
grew
grew
up with his daughter.
He could make some guacamole.
Yeah, that dude could cook.
He could cook.
He could cook.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, we had a good time, and James even cooked some meat and rice and bean combo. Oh, son, we tore it up, and Mitch brought some. I don't even know what kind of meat it was, but I ate it. It was good. And if you know my history, I grew up on the southern. I didn't grow up, but I lived on the southern border of Texas for 2 years, so we know how to eat some tacos. And they did a really good job. But it's all part of the fun. It's so good to be around your fellow believers, and I say fun in that way of. That's how you grow closer together. Just right. Being with one another, and you're encouraging one another, and there's no berating of. There's no anger if you don't do it right, but the accountability is there of, hey, stay with it. Don't be discouraged and keep going, and that's how you grow.
Yeah,
that's how it helps.
Exactly. So, we have prayer breakfast every Thursday.
Every Thursday morning, 6 o'clock.
If you wake up and get there on time.
Yeah.
I struggle with it too. I'm gonna cook some sausage and some biscuits.
Well, I'll be there for that.
I'm gonna cook.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to encourage some of our men folk.
Yeah.
Come up to the orchard and 6 o'clock.
It's a great time.
It is.
I've just started recently coming now that we've moved closer, and it's such a great time. It's cool to see men who are not necessarily normally leaders, but they're leading in this. Jeff is one who is kind of taking an ownership of it, and he's a great sound guy. He's servant's heart. But he's usually not the leader of the Bible study. But in this, he has become a leader, and it's cool to see guys like that do it.
And we've got a couple of folks that aren't members of First Blanchard. They're members of other churches.
I think Northwood is one of them. We have a guy from Northwood.
Yep. And so we just enjoy whoever listens to our podcast. If you're able to come, 6 o'clock out at the orchard. That is a.m.
Yeah, that's a.m.
And somebody said one time, "Is there an AM?" Is that her?
There is an AM. Yeah, I was gonna let me find it because we do have. On March 6th, I forgot to tell you, March 6th is our men's ministry night.
Okay.
And so we're continuing our Tony Evans study called Kingdom Man. And if you came to the first one, it was such a great time, and it's a video study by Tony Evans that we're doing. And so no, you're not hearing me preach every week. Okay, that is not happening. But Tony Evans just does a great job with this Kingdom Man study. And what does it mean to be a kingdom man for the Lord? What does it mean to lead your home, lead your family, and to be a kingdom man? And something he's talked about and we've talked about in that Bible study is the men of God have to stand up and be men of God. And it's not diminishing anybody. It's not diminishing the roles of anybody, but God called the men to lead. And if men will lead, we'll see God do some cool stuff. And, the old percentage of 95% of the family get saved when the man leads their family in going to church and following the Lord. 95% of the family follow.
That's right.
And so we're asking men to come. This is a good time to grow and to learn and, again, be together with other men and who are in similar situations. And there's always free food, which helps as well. And so, but it was such a great time this past month doing it, and so I'm looking forward to that again.
Good.
And so, there's plenty of opportunities to be involved.
That's right.
There's not a lack of ministry or lack of Bible study. So we just want you to be involved in something and grow. And
that's right.
And be a part of the family. So
sound like we pretty much hammered out the next month and some there. So
and I'm sure we're forgetting something. But I took my glasses off, and now everything's a little blurry.
Everything's a little blurry. Well, we have an app, and you can get on the app.
You can get on the app calendar.
See the calendar.
And see everything on there. By the way, I'm glad you mentioned that. Church Center app. You go in the App Store, download Church Center app, and search our church in there, and you just get on. And something that's cool is all the calendar stuff is on there. All the registration, if we have events to register for, is all on there as well. and you can give through there, and it's super simple to give through there. You can actually see your whole giving record through there for the year, and all that kind of stuff. And so there's a lot of great benefits to it as well. Something we're doing right now, and you will be getting emails very soon, is we're setting up the directory on our app. And so if you want to be able to have people's phone numbers and emails and all that kind of stuff to get in touch with them, we'll be working on that as well. And this is something you have to accept to be a part of. We can't force you to be a part of it. It won't let, the program won't let me do that. And so we'll be sending out those invitations for you to join if you want to be a part of that as well. And so if you've been a longer-term member of the church, you know the former program that we used let you do that then as well. So we're moving ahead. We're getting there,
awesome.
you know. So,
Good.
but there's never a lack of information. It's always all over the place. The website has a lot of information on there as well. So if for some reason you don't know about an event, it's somewhere. We've got the information out there.
Call 929-2346.
Yeah. We need to make a jingle or something like that. The auto dealership. And but so there's plenty of information for you. And if you have any questions, please let us know. Again, Church App has a lot of information on there. Our website does as well. And so we'd love to hear from you. If you need any questions, please let us know. We love you. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you later.
Adios.
Bye.